What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Spotlight is On podcast. I am your host, Jacob Padmeo, and we're here with a very special guest. He is an actor, a filmmaker, theater person. What else do you do?
I also do film, and I also do radio.
Radio, yeah, he does a lot of different things. But here with my good friend Johnathon Whitt. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Great to finally have you on the podcast. I think I've known you for, I think since like late last year, I think. And so he finally came down here yesterday, or was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Yesterday for filming on my new film. He's actually, and so we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But I just want to kind of talk to you about a bunch of different things in your life, I guess. So the first thing, since obviously I know you're an actor, how did you get into acting?
Well, first of all, it started in high school. I was very shy when I first started. I did my first play when I was 16 years old, and that play really made me want to pursue acting because I was like, this is a way to get out my frustrations. And once I found out that outlet for me, it really opened doors. Really, really did.
And so and I know you said you did theater, you did plays and stuff like that. So that's how you got your experience.
That's how I got my experience. I first started acting on stage, and then once I got to college, I started doing film.
Yeah, that seems to be the route for a lot of actors.
It is.
Through stages. That's how I've been finding a lot of my actors in this area, especially Johnathon.
And in Durango particularly, there's a lot of acting opportunities. Like, they have certain stage plays that they always have auditions for, and I'm hoping to get one soon. But this year they're having auditions for Hamlet and also stuff at the Durango Arts Center. But those types of places, it's good for local experience. So
that's good, and that's what you guys as actors need before you can get into actual movies and stuff like that. That experience with. It is a little bit different being on stage and
then transitioning to film.
Yeah, because you're going from hearing the reaction to kind of having to wait.
It's really different though when you're acting on camera versus stage. Like when you're on stage, everybody's looking at you. You have no idea what the audience is going to think. But when you're on camera, you get to take those moments over and over again, and then an audience gets to watch your film instead of having to watch it live, and that's how people react.
Yeah. So I know you're getting into filmmaking now. So have you directed anything or like anything like that?
I actually, back in February of 2025, which was a couple of months ago, I got the opportunity to film a music video for a local artist. I don't know if I should say her name, but I did a music video for her, and it was my first time actually doing like a local music video project that I had no idea where it was going to go, but we did it anyway, and it was a fun experience, honestly. I got to work with a young 17-year-old artist who is very much going to be famous, just like she is going to be famous, and she really appreciates the work I've done for her, and it's really made me a better person because now I know a little bit more about directing and writing. And that's literally how I got started with directing. And then also, I've directed a couple of plays at the Durango Arts Center. But really, this music video is where I really got to shine as a film director.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good. And is there a place for people to watch this? Or
YouTube.
YouTube on your YouTube channel, or
it's on. I don't know if I should say her name, but her name is Cadence E. Whitt. If you look up her channel, my video should be up on her page.
And yeah, let me know. I mean, I can post the link on that too. And so, are you wanting to continue film as an actor, or more as like a director or scriptwriter, or you want to kind of do both?
I mean, I'm already part of this pre-apprenticeship where it's going to teach me editing and writing and directing, but I've always liked all the aspects of filmmaking. The acting, the directing, the producing, the writing, all of it. it's all something that I've always gravitated towards too. I never knew how much I would appreciate the art form, but I've always wanted to do everything behind the scenes, on in front of the camera, and yeah, I want to experience all of it and just get the best experience possible that I can from it.
That's good. So out of all aspects of filmmaking, which do you think is your favorite?
Probably directing.
Directing?
Directing it's low stakes. You don't have to worry about performing, but you do have to worry about coaching your actors, which if you're in sports, coaching is very much like directing. So I've always learned to be a leader. It's taught me to be a leader, and it's really shaped me as a person.
That's good. And so I wanted to ask you, is there any projects that you're working on right now that you can talk about?
There is one that I'm working on. It's a short film that I wrote probably a year ago, back in like April of 24. But it's a short horror film called Weird and Strange Beginnings, which I'm hoping to produce in the next couple of years or maybe weeks. Who knows? But yeah, that's
You wrote
that's
the script for it? You wrote the script for it? Nice.
I wrote it, and then I'm potentially going to direct it too. So that may happen with this pre-apprenticeship. I may get to showcase some of my work. So maybe I'll get to produce it. It'll be fun if I do.
And so I wanted to ask you about my film that we are currently in production of right now. It's called You're Not My Mother. It's a horror film. The main character has schizophrenia. And so I actually casted Johnathon, I think, late last year, to play the older brother of the film. And so we actually filmed his stuff yesterday, and he did a great job. He did really good. It was a good experience, not only having him on set, but also his mom did makeup. So big props to you guys for coming down. What was your experience?
Oh man, the experience from acting yesterday was very, I should say, very rewarding. I really like independent filmmaking, and that's where most filmmakers should be. They should stop worrying about the studio system, because it's not meant for everybody. But if you do it independently and on your own terms, you're going to find that it's going to be much easier for people to get into the business. But yeah, one of my favorite directors that I love is Sean Baker, because he doesn't use a studio system. He uses like independent companies like Neon, A24, and he doesn't really use the studio system. He just goes out and just does it, and that's how I kind of am. I just go out and I just film.
Yeah.
I just film with a couple of friends and a camera, and then yeah, that's basically how I go about it.
So have you acted in any films before?
I have. My first actual role was in May of 2021. I got the opportunity to play a soldier in a Star Wars short film, which is also called Relics, the Saviors. It's about 17 minutes long, but around that time, that was the first time that I got introduced to film acting, and it was a very fun experience. No, not a lot of the people from the movie are still around, but there's definitely a lot of parts in the movie where you can definitely tell that they need some work. But we all had a good time. It's something I'm very proud of, and it's something that you can also look up on ChatGPT, because now I'm kind of famous, because now you can see my name and such.
Yeah.
And it's very weird. It's weird to be famous.
Yeah.
It really is. And that movie taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about acting in general, how to be confident on camera, and that's how I literally got started. So there you go.
So I want to ask you if there was a difference between the directing styles from that film to how it went yesterday with me. Like, was there a difference? I know each director is
Well, this
kind
director,
of different.
his name is Cody John, but he mostly does science fiction, and his directing style is very much, I should say, very much. What's the word I'm looking for? He's very much creative, and it's very different from your. He's kind of similar to your directing style because he has some quirks about him, and that's what makes him a good director. He knows what he wants from the actors himself, and he is native, and that gives him a little voice too. So he definitely loves to direct, and his directing style is very much relaxed. I really like working with him. I haven't really had to describe his directing style, but I know he's always looking to be better than he was the last time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I mean, that's always good, you know. Especially for me, I want my next film to be better than the last one, and that's what I'm wanting with this next one, is to be better than my previous one. So.
Also, this director I worked with, he did all the props himself.
Oh wow!
He 3D printed everything, even the helmets and the 3D guns. And I will say, when I got to hold that 3D gun, it was like a dream come true. I was like, I'm actually living my dream. I'm being a soldier, I'm out here doing stuff with friends, and I'm just getting local experience. And that's one of the things that I love about that film, is I'm famous for it now.
And so is there a way who wants that film?
Yes, you can go to YouTube, go to Medicine Sky Feathers Productions, and you'll find all his short films on there. And yeah, he has been doing it probably since 2018, and he has a lot of videos up there. And yeah.
So I wanted to ask you about, I don't know if I am allowed to, about SAG. I know you are a part of it, or about to be.
I'm about to be a part of it.
So are you able to talk about it, or?
I can. Yeah, I can talk about it. So a couple of months ago, I was doing a play at the Toronto Arts Center, and the director that was directing me, he saw my acting abilities, and he wanted me. He basically vouched for me to be in a principal role for the movie, and once I got that opportunity, it was like something blessed had come into my life, and I had never been asked to be in a movie like that before. And once I got asked, I was like, "Are you sure this is okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure. I'll vouch for your SAG-AFTRA card on set, and you'll get to have a couple of lines." And yeah, I actually got that role without an agent anyway.
Oh, wow.
So without an agent and through networking, and yeah, he's gonna work on it with me this fall.
Nice.
And I'll get to play a villain. But I'm not gonna tell you the title of it, but I will say that I'm gonna be playing another villain.
Alright.
So.
Oh, that's good. So, for people in the future, just watch out for this next project that he's in. And it seems like it would be very interesting to do it back then. And then, so, before we get to the last question that was asked, I wanted to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Is there any outside projects that you're working on that doesn't have to do with film-related stuff?
I am working on, I work at a cemetery, so I'm working on building like a fence for keeping things safe. And basically learning hard labor to just be out there and just do the work itself, and just have fun and do the work and be strong, and be a leader. That's what it's all about. Helping older people out that are ready to retire, and it's something that I definitely have to get used to, because I basically work with my family, so they basically have mentored me and made me better in business settings. So
that's good, and that's something that you need, you know. And then I just remembered I wanted to ask you. I saw on Facebook. I forgot the title of the film. I saw the teaser for it a couple days ago on there.
Oh, That's Not Me, you mean?
Yes.
Yes.
So I saw that. I think you helped with that one, right?
I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what did you do with that?
I was when I was at your play yesterday, you know, the Slater that
Yeah.
I did. I was that person.
Okay.
So I have a little bit of experience doing the Slater, but on that set, I got to really learn how to call shots. It was my first time actually doing that, and then being on your set, it was my second time. So I really learned how to be better as a crew person. So it was fun.
And that's a horror film, it looks like?
Yes.
That it looks very interesting by the poster that I saw online.
It won at the, it's actually on my shirt, but it won second place in Audience Choice Award, and now they're making it a much longer short, and they're gonna send it off the festivals since it's already been accepted to one. And I may or may not be going to some of these festivals.
Nice.
So yeah, it'll be a fun time.
I'm excited to see the film whenever it comes out. So I wanted to ask you. So this is your first time here in New Mexico, right? At least this part.
This is my first time in Raton.
In Raton, okay. So there's a big film presence in this area, especially here in Colfax County. Not just here in Raton, but Cimarron, Springer. I guess even Maxwell, really, even Las Vegas. This whole area is starting to really grow in film. And I know you met a lot of actors yesterday from this area.
I did.
Which is good. It's good networking and stuff like that. I wanted to ask if you would ever, I wouldn't say move down here, but like come down here, again to do a film with one of these people or anyone,
Definitely. I love the area here. It's so beautiful, and it's just, yeah, I gravitate towards a lot of roles. And when it's being offered to me, I'm like, yes, I don't care where I have to go. I just go and do it.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, so that's good. So the last question I want to ask you is, I usually ask everyone this at the end of the episode. What are 3 things that you are grateful for?
My family, my finances, and health.
All right. So, well, thank you, John, for joining me on the finally episode of the podcast. I have not dropped an episode in like 2-3 months, so that's my apologies. Episodes will start coming out more frequently again, more guests, and thank you, Jonathan, for being on. Thank you for being a part of the film. Thank you, your mom, for helping with makeup and stuff. And
oh yeah, Cody, for watching this, you're famous now. So.
So yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, thanks.